Alexi, the change coming into the start of the year was one thing, now having a stand-in as well. Obviously, it's really sad for us to not see Hampus here, but from your perspective in IGL, fitting in a new player, I know he's taken over the same roles and positions of Hampus, but like, what on earth do you do in this situation? Where's your mind at?
I mean, I feel like our minds are everywhere at the moment, but the fact that we have such a great group behind us, the performance coach, our manager, coach, everyone, they're doing the best to make us feel comfortable. Yeah. And we obviously know now that it was early days already, even with the hat-trick on the team, but now it's a bit of a mess. But we try to not let that affect us and just focus on what's in front of us and just try to do the best we can with the situation we have right now. Sometimes it might not be perfect, but you can always do your best, right? And yeah, I mean, it's a best of 3 now against NaVi. And I feel like the maps are okay. We played the same maps against them last time. So in my opinion, if we learned something or remember how they play, even with a stand-in, if we're just sharp, we can make it happen.
Now, you already told me before about how motivated, how much hat-trick plays, right? I'm guessing Maxter, being another youngster coming in, he's kind of got that same buzz around him. What kind of energy, what have you seen from him so far? Because I know it's been a day of just hardcore practice, but tell me what you've learned about this guy.
I mean, I like him. He's funny, and I feel like, just as you said, like energetic, he's young, talented. You can just feel the vibes, and him obviously maybe feeling a bit of pressure, him being on, if I'm not mistaken, like the first tier 1 LAN. But I mean, pressure in a good way, right? Like, I feel like he's played a long time to play in a stage like this, or an environment like this, rather. And I think he's gonna show up with a lot of energy, and I think also lifts some of the pressure you have on yourself always when you're at a situation like this. I think FaZe is the most comfortable team because Carrigan makes it work every time. But yeah, it's a new thing for me, but I feel like it's gonna be fun on the server because you kind of feel like it's gonna be way more flowy. We can't play our normal playbook. We might have a thing or two here and there, but obviously it's just one day like notice before everything happens. So I mean, we try our best now.
Now, when you said a bit more flowy, does that mean kind of away from that direct structure you guys have been before, and this is like a little bit loose?
Yeah, I mean, you could say more loose and more like feeling plays and whatever, okay. But I feel like it's gonna be more like us trying to get into a situation and me just mid-game calling on the flow. So you can't rely on stuff that you say on freeze time and everything would be perfect. It's kind of like obviously we know some of the basics or try to run some of the basics, but you gotta pick it up from somewhere because we don't have all the details until the end of the rounds or whatever. So yeah, just way more flow, I think, and just the overall hype and just playing with the momentum we're given.